White flag is raised. And they're off. Going straight into the lead is Miss Lauren Dee, taking them on the approach to the first flight, opening up a clear advantage over Puckfother in second. Then comes Dr. Julian and Fahad Gros further back in the field then to Padina. And they're being tracked by Definite Spectacle with a couple of lengths further back to Native Scout. And they're followed over that flight. Kilbeggan Lad, who races on the inside. Out the gap and Ballantrae Guest as they make the run down the far side, which she'll be lucky just ahead of the back marker, as Miss Lauren Dee is clear on the descent, about 8 to 10 in front, followed by Puckfother, Fahad Gros and Dr. Julian. A few lengths further back to Padina and then Definite Spectacle. Native Scout and out the gap, Kilbeggan Lad, she'll be lucky, and Ballantrae Guest brings up the rear. Coming now to the flight at the bottom of the hill before they make the approach to the turn in. Miss Lauren Dee cleared of Puckfother, who's followed by Fahad Gros. Dr. Julian is in fourth, and then comes Padina. After Padina, Definite Spectacle, Native Scout. Out the gap, Kilbeggan Lad, she'll be lucky, and Ballantrae Guest as they swing into the straight and come onto the flight that will bring them on up now to past the stands in the Galway City Tribune Handicap Hurdle, where she'll be lucky. Or I should say Miss Lauren Dee is clear of Puckfother second, Fahad Gros third, and they're being followed by Dr. Julian with Padina, Definite Spectacle, Native Scout out the gap, Kilbeggan Lad. She'll be lucky is last but one, and bringing up the rear is Ballantrae Guest. So they pass the winning post with a complete circuit ahead of them. Miss Lauren Dee still clear by 10 to 12 lengths, followed by Puckfother. Fahad Gros races third with Dr. Julian in fourth. And after Dr. Julian comes Padina, Definite Spectacle, Native Scout, and then out the gap, Kilbeggan Lad, which she'll be lucky, and Ballantrae Guest. So they're coming up to the halfway point. They run past the mile mark and swing down the back straight, taking them on now towards the next. And it's Miss Lauren Dee still maintaining a clear advantage over Puckfother, Fahad Gros, and then Dr. Julian, Padina being followed, and Definite Spectacle is being pulled up at the rear. As they race now towards the 7 furlong mark, it's Miss Lauren Dee who's out cleared of Puckfother. Fahad Gros is next. In fourth is Dr. Julian, and they're cleared of Padina, Native Scout, followed by out the gap, Kilbeggan Lad, she'll be lucky, and Ballantrae Guest. So they're over that flight on the far side and now begin to run towards the final 3/4 of a mile and race now towards the third last right over on the far side. In the lead is Miss Lauren Dee, but at a reduced advantage now of 4 lengths. Puckfother second, Fahad Gros third. Dr. Julian is in fourth place, being followed by Padina, and then Native Scout out the gap and Kilbeggan Lad, Ballantrae Guest, and she'll be lucky. So they turn to head down into the dip now for the final half mile, and Miss Lauren Dee still maintaining a 4-length lead over Puckfother and Dr. Julian. They're cleared of Padina. Out the gap is making ground on the outside, and then Ballantrae Guest and Native Scout. Heading now towards the second last, Miss Lauren Dee from Puckfother and Dr. Julian. The 3 are clear of out the gap and Padina as they come now towards the second last. Miss Lauren Dee over in front of Puckfother and Dr. Julian. The 3 are 4 lengths in front of out the gap, who's still trying to close on the leading 3, but Miss Lauren Dee is digging deep in front, appears to have shaken off both Puckfother and Dr. Julian as out the gap tries to improve, but Miss Lauren Dee, who's made every inch of the running, swings into the straight to the final flight, in the lead from Puckfother in second. Coming to the last, Miss Lauren Dee over from out the gap, who's trying to challenge Puckfother for the second, and then Dr. Julian, but running up to the finish, Miss Lauren Dee has made every inch of the running and driven out by Steve Ryder. Battle on for second, out the gap and Puckfother, but going to the line, Miss Lauren Dee has made all to score from out the gap. In third place, Puckfother. Dr. Julian is fourth. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our presentation now taking place off the Galway City Tribune handicap hurdle over 2 miles, won in great style by Miss Lauren Dee, set off in front and made all the running to win in good style for Steve Ryder and the Kitty Syndicate, that being Mike Monaghan, Pat O'Dea and Prunchies Kit, who's not here, but making the presentation, Mrs. Peggy Bradley, Director of Bradley Motors, who is making the presentation of our 5th race, the Galway City Tribune Handicap Hurdle, to Mike Monaghan and Pat O'Dea, and all the way victory for Miss Lauren Dee in this very valuable handicap hurdle. So congratulations to all concerned, and our thanks to our sponsors, Galway City Tribune.